All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Cook with me. It's your boy, Chef Dunn of Divine Visions Catering. Thank you for tuning in on another Thursday. So, yeah, we got a wonderful guest in-house today that's really going to be sharing some tips for y'all to let you know exactly what he's going to be talking about. I'm going to let him come on and give a little introduction for himself. Oh, okay.
What's going on, everybody? I am Vito, born and raised in Brooklyn. I moved down here to Georgia. Well, we're going to be talking about Airbnbs and how to get started. I myself have 35 Airbnbs in 15 different states, and I started off with an apartment with my apartment and a room in my apartment, and grew from there.
All right. So, yeah, he's going to be telling you how to get started, giving you some tips, some tricks. So this is very valuable information. So stay tuned. But we're going to start it out how we always do with our cocktail. Yes. All right. So everybody grab something to drink, grab something to nibble on, and come sip and cook with me. All right. So today we are going to be making a cocktail that I think fits the time of year and the weather that we have right now. This is, we're entering in the fall. So, with the weather changing, I don't know about you, but with me, it always seems to affect my sinuses. So I'm always looking for little home remedies and things of that nature, so I don't have to always take pharmaceuticals. And this cocktail combines a lot of ingredients that are in a lot of home remedies. So what we are doing today is a bourbon ginger fizz. So basically, it's a very simple cocktail, doesn't take a lot of ingredients. The only thing that it does take as far as prep wise is for the simple syrup. Now, simple syrup, if you watch the show, I've explained simple syrup is simply equal parts sugar and water. With this is actually a ginger simple syrup. So this is a ginger lemon simple syrup. So there's a cup of lemon juice as well as 4 ounces of chopped up ginger that I boiled down to make our simple syrup. So, as I said, ginger is very good for the immune system. Lemon is very good for the immune system. That's why I like having these combinations. The alcohol helps to go into your bloodstream quicker. So it's like a hot toddy, but a little bit more flavorful. So, to start off, we do calls for 1 ounce per cocktail. You know me, I like to do a little bit more. So I'm going to do about 2 ounces per cocktail.
Talk about language.
Right, yes, sir. Next, we're going to add about 4 ounces of our simple syrup. And then we're just going to give this a little. Go ahead and do the honors.
Go ahead.
There we go. All right. So, take our cups. Now, at the bottom of these cups, I took some of the ginger that I cooked down and I froze it, and I'm added that to the cup as a garnish and also a flavor additive. So y'all got to bear with us today. We're using some new equipment. Please let us know how the views are looking. We're doing something a little different, trying to add another layer of excitement to the show.
Yeah, Vito is multifaceted.
Right.
He's here for Airbnb. So he helped us set up all of our studio equipment today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can help. I come in and try to do the thing.
So it calls for soda water. I usually top it with a little ginger beer because, we got ginger in there. Why not add a little bit more? It's still going to give it that fizz with a little bit more flavor. So we're just going to top this off with our ginger beer.
I never see 2 liter ginger beer.
I know, this was a good find.
You gotta get the Jamaican stores. They have ginger beer. You know that.
Farmers market.
Yeah.
That's where I found this one. All right. So this is our bourbon ginger fizz. Super simple. Like I said, the only prep is making the simple syrup. It's kind of hard to find a ginger-based simple syrup, but they do sell it. If you want to forego that process, you can find one.
Come in the frame on Instagram.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So, at this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Wanda Miller, helps make the show possible.
Wanda!
All right. Here we go, Vito.
And cheers.
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 Go.
Mm,
Oh, this
Oh, that's
is
nice.
good.
super refreshing.
It is.
And that ginger just,
Yeah, I mean, it gives it. It
It's
gives
medicinal.
it's
medicinal.
It gives it a nice little kick.
Right.
I mean, you know me, I always add even just a little bit more of
A
bourbon.
little bit more bourbon on the back. Trust me, I understand.
That's about it cleanses the palate.
Cleanses the palate. Absolutely. All right, so
Love says hello. Octavia Dixon says hello.
hello. So at this time, go ahead and tell them a little bit about what you're doing. I'm going to get everything switched over.
Sure. So a lot of people. Oh, you know what? Yeah, so while we're doing that, just I don't want to slide this one. So while you're doing that,
Got
I can easily do this. Slide this thing. Sorry. Just sit on the thing.
Gotcha.
Okay, well guys, a lot of people want to get into Airbnb. We find it as a lot of people are seeing that that's another way of income, and a lot of people have taken advantage of that, being the fact that it is actually just another way of income. If you have another room in your house or a spare bedroom, it's a way to make money without really having to do much. If you don't mind, a couple of strangers coming in the house here and there. Hey, listen, look, it becomes lucrative. So a lot of people ask me, hey, Vito, how do I get started? It is as simple as you can go from a couch to a bedroom. You furnish a bedroom in your place now, you jump on Airbnb and start the process and become a host.
And see, that's interesting because, I know if most people are like me, I thought you had to own the property, you had to have a house, you had to do it, or a condo. I didn't know that you could actually Airbnb a room.
Airbnb started off as they branched off from a place called couch surfing.
Okay.
So couch surfing is a website where people tend to hey, listen, they'll rent out their couch. If you're going abroad and you want to just crash somewhere for the night, take a shower, and be gone in the morning, it started off from there, and then they made it into a full platform to where, hey, listen, it can work for anybody in any situation. A lot of places like Georgia, a lot of Florida, a lot of places are starting to put stipulations on, or definitely apartment complexes are starting to say, hey, no Airbnb is allowed. I would never say go against their rules, but I am a big opponent of what they don't know won't hurt them. It is what it is at the very end of it. So listen, if you want to get started in an Airbnb, my suggestion is I have a formula that I've spoken about. And this formula has been tried and true. I've gone through the struggle so that others, my friends and their friends, don't have to. And that it starts off with something as very simple as if any of you guys that's watching, when you travel, how long do you want to spend in an Uber to get to your place? Say what?
15, 20 minutes tops.
I mean, yeah. I mean, 30 with traffic. None of my Airbnbs out of all 35, and none of them are no more than 30 minutes from the airport. I literally surround the airport from where the center of the airport is, and 30 minutes away driving time is where my Airbnbs are. Usually that's the city centers. So 30 minutes from airport, Midtown Atlanta. I mean, you have everything in between there. Yes, I mean, you can go to Buckhead, and would it make it about 45 minutes? Yeah, but that's the number one thing. Keeping that from there. So sliding that on over. Look, I can't get in the way of the food because it's not about me really. It's about this right here. Because Jesus, yeah.
But you continue talking.
So as we start to progress, and you've gotten the apartment or the room in your place, You know where you are. It's like, okay, I got my apartment that's 30 minutes away from the airport. What do I do next? Thing is to furnish it. I mean, I usually furnish all my places with the best place in the world, IKEA. Why? It's inexpensive and you don't really. It's trendy. It's inexpensive, and you really wouldn't care if it breaks. You're not spending so much money on it to where you have to baby it. But if it breaks, it breaks. You buy a new one and call it a day. You furnish it and then put the thing on Airbnb. The longer you take to put the property on Airbnb, the longer it's going to take for you to start reaping some type of benefit or some type of reward from it. So, going from there, I found success in little things that I've done while taking this journey with Airbnb, and I tend to offer things that other people don't, and that is something that has worked out well for me and worked out well for other people that I've gotten into the business. And it's things like one of my main things. Each and every one of my Airbnbs, there's a car park there. There's a car park. No, I have a car park at every Airbnb that I own that anyone that runs the Airbnb is able to use. I set up with an insurance company. They pay the insurance by the day, just like for most rental car places. You pay for your insurance. You send that to me that you have insurance. I give you the key, the unlock code to get the keys to the car. So now you've saved. Let's say you're staying at a place for a week. You're coming into Atlanta. You want to go stay for a week. You want to get around. You Uber to the place. You don't have to worry about a vehicle. Why? Because it's provided there for you. So if you and me have the same exact place, same exact everything, but I have that one thing on that makes sense, where are you going to book? And I took that mindset of, in a sense, that hustling mentality. What do I have to do that? What can I offer that someone else is not offering? And we're going to start there. So, good question.
If I'm getting started, how much would an initial investment, just a roundabout, to get started on Airbnb?
So I tell anyone, you can get it started with as low as $30,000. You can get started with actually $2,500 around there. You can start with there. But I tend to tell people to be honest and true. I tell you, listen. If I thought, I tell people, hey, listen, don't. They want to talk off the top one. Yeah. I tell people, hey, listen. When you're getting started, don't get started with nothing less than $7,000 to $10,000. That gives you room. And people would say, $7,000 to $10,000. I don't have that now, but you can build yourself up to it. It's a way to keep yourself comfortable and to have something to fall back on just in case something happens. You want to be able to not only pay your rent for if you're renting an apartment, but you want to be able to, if something breaks, you need to be able to fix it. Things like that, you have to have a cushion. So the money, a great friend of mine, one of my best friends, he has 4 kids, he's a dad like myself, and he got a bunch of money from the government during COVID. What do you want to do? I told him to hold on to it. And we're going to start your Airbnb. And now he's on his 4th Airbnb in a matter of what? It's been about 6-7 months since we got the pandemic when he started. So he's on number 4. And just following the things that I've been saying.
He's going to talk to you a little bit more, but we're going to get into this cooking. So yeah, what we are preparing today is a delicious, very easy, quick, easy meal to make, but it's something that can wow your family, friends. What we are making is a Tuscan salmon. Now, the term Tuscan is an Italian word. It basically, roughly interpreted, means poor cooking, or poor man's cooking, basically. So Tuscan is about very simple ingredients that are the best ingredients that basically a commoner in Italy could have found back in the day. Not a lot of ingredients, but just simple flavors, loud, bold flavors, and light sauces. Just good eating, but doesn't cost. We all love that. now it's become a delicacy, but back in the day it was literally for
The common man.
the common man.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Blue collar worker.
so what we're going to start off with, I have some Alaskan salmon that I've already cut into chunks. I have some sun-dried tomatoes, julienne cut, which just means cut thin. We have some spinach and garlic, some white wine, and some heavy cream.
Put the drinks down, damn it.
Put
Put the drinks down.
So we're going to start with our salmon. We're just going to add a little bit of oil to our salmon. And then I have a mixture of Old Bay and lemon pepper seasoning. We're just going to liberally sprinkle that on top of there. Man, funnest part of food is getting in there and playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're just going to go ahead and mix all of that up really delicious like. All right.
Have you ever eaten raw salmon?
I have.
Okay, so it's just
it is, but
a lot of people can't do it, but I mean, if it's done right.
There's different grades of fish. Sushi grade is the freshest, best fish you can get, or at least it should be. And it's cut so thin. Once you add that little lemon juice, or a little bit of wasabi, whatever that spice, it's perfect.
I don't know if y'all know, but I'm about to mess this up. This is
So I like doing this.
Oh, bay and lemon pepper.
So I like using my cast iron because it conducts heat very well. It also gives a good sear. So we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil in there to a preheated pan. Then we're just going to add our salmon in presentation side down. Now, what that means is, so when you have salmon, there's a side that has the skin and there's a side that is the flesh that's usually up. The flesh is usually the presentation side. So you put that down first so it gets a nice sear. And that's the sound you should hear when adding your salmon.
Little baby said, hey y'all.
What's going on, little baby?
Marlon, Wade. Appreciate y'all.
What's up, Marlon? This ain't catfish, Marlon, but you like it.
And by all means, guys, if anybody that's watching has any questions about anything with Airbnb, by all means, ask them. Please ask the questions because I will answer anything that you have that you want to know.
Absolutely. You can always hit me up in inbox if you want to be connected with us.
Absolutely. Like, I don't, for the most part, I don't sell this stuff. I don't sell this information. I give it. I'm a firm believer that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. Some people, and working with us, I don't like to see us, me have to charge you, teach you how to make a living or to sustain, to not be living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean?
And that's, in our community, we need more of that. We need more people that are willing to come out of the rat race and teach other people how to do it.
Right. This smells amazing already. Like, listen, this is smells.
Nothing like seared salmon. Salmon is one of my favorite dishes to prepare as well as eat.
Necessary said no invite. Will you please tell them how many times I posted?
That is what we're looking for.
Yes, I don't send out invites, but we do this every Thursday, baby, and you are invited.
Every Thursday. Just gonna go ahead and get us a quick flip. Salmon cooks extremely fast, so you do not want to overcook it. There's nothing worse than dried out salmon.
So I took a little step away, guys. But we're gonna
play with other things.
We're gonna jump right in here and show this It's beautifully cooked salmon. Look at this. You see what I mean, Dana? You see what I mean, Dana? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah.
And as you can see, the pan is not overcrowded.
That's a beautiful sear.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm a salmon snob, you know. I'm all about that sear and that it's still moist and flaky on the inside.
I don't know, how does it look in there, guys?
Beautiful.
That's cool.
And we're literally only wanting to cook it to about medium rare because we're going to finish it in the sauce, which is going to take it to a perfect medium to medium well, which is how you should be eating salmon. Really, you should be eating salmon about medium, but I'm going to take it to mid well just because, you know, there are individuals who like it that way.
I mean, you could always take mine, just pop mine off to the side, medium, and listen, I'll take it all day. I like my salmon like I like my steak, medium, baby.
There it is. So, as you can see, we got a beautiful color, beautiful seal on here. We're going to go ahead.
Does salmon lose its tenderness if you flip it more than once?
It doesn't lose its tenderness. What it does is, A, you're upping the risk of it breaking apart. It also, the more you flip it, the more you're going to overcook it. It literally should not take more than 5 minutes to cook salmon all the way through. 2.5 minutes on one side, 2.5 minutes on the other, and you're done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just start pulling this off now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's looking and smelling even better.
Let's go ahead.
How's it looking? Did you see on the computer there? Were you able to see it on there? How is it looking?
Oh, on the computer?
I think on the computer is going.
And you don't want to remove any of the juices or oils or anything like that because that's where all of the flavor lies.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and I'm going to grab some butter. And we are going to add about a tablespoon of butter to our pan.
Nice, still low heat.
Mm-hmm. Just let that start to melt down.
You're better than me because, like, when it comes down to castor oil, I always I have a problem with my heating because I just make it too hot. Next thing you know, it's
the thing about cast iron is because it distributes the heat so evenly, you don't need a ton of heat in order to get the pan nice and hot.
Wanda, pop it.
All right. So next, I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of garlic to our pan.
Talking my language now. You talking my language now, man. Listen. Mm-hmm.
To that, I'm going to add about a cup of
Sundried tomatoes.
Oh, God.
Sundried tomatoes have such an amazing.
It's over here. The smell that's coming off right now is.
Next, a white wine. Add a little
bourbon in there. For me, it's the more alcohol, the better. You know, you can burn the bourbon off, reduce it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's looking.
Reduce a little bit. Anytime I'm up.
Yeah, come on, look, you got a cat. Come on, catch up. Catch it.
Those aromas are amazing right now.
Even so, the weird thing is, I'm tasting this, I'm smelling it, I'm tasting it, and then tasting it with this. It is just like
the perfect balance. Next, I'm going to add. This is roughly about a pound of spinach.
It'll make a tablespoon when it's done.
Right. That's the reason why I add so much. By the time it cooks down, it'll be a forkful.
Well, the forkful is going to be because nobody else is tasting this. I'm taking this with me, and I'm jumping in my truck, and I'm running to the south side of Atlanta. Catch me if you can. Yeah, listen.
You know this crew will catch you.
They can try. They can try. You have to get through that truck, though.
So you just want to kind of move it around, make sure that it's absorbing all of that butter, all of those flavors. I'm going to take some of the Old Bay lemon pepper. I'm going to add that right to it. The reason why I'm not adding any salt is because Bourbon has a whole lot of salt in it.
Yep.
We're just gonna move this around and let that kind of wilt down, but all of that moisture come out.
Mm-hmm.
The Anthony Trice, you said, I can't wait to see how much spinach is left in the
Look, it's already, it's almost already all gone. So while you do that, I'll say, so step 2 with Airbnb. You've gotten your place, you started going in, and it's like, okay, well, what else can I add? It does not, a lot of people have a thing, well, I live in the hood and I don't know. Listen, it does not matter where you live, because it can look like crap on the outside, Dana, but as long as it looks amazing on the inside, no one cares. You can push it again.
I have been to some Airbnbs that I pulled up to. And
you're like, what in that?
This?
Right.
And then walked inside like, whoa.
Right.
Like, what is this?
Right. I didn't know this was here. Right. Listen, it works.
It definitely works. So next thing we're going to add to this is some heavy cream. We're going to add about a cup's worth of heavy cream. And we're just going to allow this to cook down.
Okay, you guys got to see this. You guys got to see this right here. I'm going to grab this real quick for those that are watching on here.
Now, remember with the cream sauce, as I told you before, you never want to boil a cream sauce. You simply want it to simmer. We're just going to add our salmon back in there. The proteins are going to help thicken the sauce, as well as the extra moisture evaporating out of the cream. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is looking all right.
Beautiful.
I hope everybody can fight, because I'm taking this pan and running. I'm telling you, I'm gonna run. Like, listen, he's a runner, he's a track star. That's the same thing. We done the same thing at the same time. This looks amazing. I'm sorry, those that are on Instagram. Look, go to the YouTube and so you can see this view here.
Turn down that flame just a little bit so that the cream does not separate. And what separation means is when the fats and the liquids start to split apart, and you get this like almost grainy, oily kind of combination going on. Nobody likes that. We like nice, smooth sauces. So we're just gonna let this cook for a second. In the meantime, move this off to the side. So we are going to do, as we always do, we're going to do our trivia question. Now, because he does Airbnb, he can't offer you a free night or anything like that. So I will offer, once again, you can, if you're in the Atlanta area, you can order one of our half servings of one of our comfort meals, or you can get one of our Divine Visions Catering t-shirts. Or
they can come here for free one night.
Or, yes, you can come here for free. We normally charge a $20 fee to come and hang out and be part of the audience. We actually have a full room over here of audience members.
Wanda, you gonna push the? Yeah.
So you are able to come and hang out with us for free. So, would you like to give them a trivia question?
I would. I have the perfect trivia question. So earlier when I was speaking, I said I had a certain amount of Airbnbs in a certain amount of states. What were the amount of Airbnbs I said I had, and in how many states?
It's a two-parter. So, okay, to win the competition, you have to be the first person to get it right. We are broadcasting on several different platforms, so we will go back and look over and see exactly which one actually posted the correct answer. But you also have to go onto your page and post, I won the trivia, the Sip and Cook trivia question, and then tag myself or Miss Wanda Miller in that post.
Mm-hmm.
Do those and you win the competition. Other than that, so we are coming into Thanksgiving pretty soon. I know we got to get through Halloween, but we're going into Thanksgiving, so we are going to be starting how we always do.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We are going to be asking for donations so that we can feed less fortunate individuals. We just want to give people not last year and this year to just have a sense of normality for a day. So we'll be asking for donations. I am matching donation dollar for dollar or meal for meal. So basically 200, I think it's 225 covers a meal for an entire family. So for every 225 that we get, we actually can feed